There's only one Quran. There are no various versions or whatnot. It's one standard copy of the Quran across the Muslim world. And really, there's not been any variant versions of the Quran. The Quran is the Quran for all sects and schisms and groups of Islam. And we also, all Muslims take pride in the fact there is but one Quran. There's no variants of the Quran. In other words, if you were to compare two printed Qurans, you're going to see differences between them.
The standard narrative has holes in it.
We're talking about slight differences in pronunciations, slight differences in letters, slight differences in harakat. In some of our brothers who live in Algeria or Morocco or other North African countries, they recite the Quran in a slightly different way. Not just a voice or not just a speaking style, but also changes in letters and words and harakat. And these variances are memorized in specialized institutions known as the schools of the qira'ah.
The standard narrative has holes in it. That's what I'm going to say. The standard narrative does not answer some very pressing questions.
Can you see? This is not simple different readings. These are completely different consonantal texts. More than that, these consonantal texts change the meaning completely. Now let's go to Surah 3. In Surah 3, we get into verse 146. Surah 3, ayah 146. And now we're getting into whether they were killed or they fought.
We're talking about slight differences in pronunciations, slight differences in letters.
146. Oh dear, here we go. The prophets, according to my Hafs, it is qatala. There it is, qatala.
Okay. And
that means they fought. The prophets fought.
Okay, I've got Al-Bazi version, okay, Surah 3 verse 146 is Kutala.
Kutala, wait a minute.
Kutala.
That means they were killed.
They were killed. So it talks about the prophets, it talks about prophets were killed.
So in the Hafs version, the prophets just fought.
Yeah.
They lived. Looks like they didn't die.
Yeah, and in the full sentence it will be, how many prophets with him were killed?
Rather than how many prophets with him fought with him.
Yeah.
So how many a prophet fought with him and fought many religious scholars is what it's saying in the Hafs.
Yeah. And then we've got the same problem with the Warsh Quran, Warsh 304.